Who's with me. We're going to Jonathan Sacerdoti, journalist who specialises in Israel. Spoken to you many times before. Jonathan, 6:45, Tuesday night, the 1st of October, an hour ago, the Iranian Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps announcing it had fired 200 rockets into the state of Israel. That Iron Dome you've had in that country since 2011, seemingly working. An hour later, the IDF confirming Israelis now free to leave their shelters, and then, rather chillingly, the IDF vowing retaliation. What's your response, my friend?
Jeremy, this is obviously a very important evening because there's been this sense that Iran might retaliate. It's been threatening to do so. And yet Israel's strikes and actions strategically and militarily in Lebanon had really taken the rug from under the feet of their main asset, their main proxy in the north, in Lebanon, Hezbollah, which was pretty much entirely an arm of Iran. So this may have been an inevitable reaction, but exactly what form it would take is something that nobody knew until now. This could be just the start, but for now, as you say, Daniel Hagari, the Israeli military spokesman, has said that Israelis can come out from their sheltered spaces. I've been speaking to sources and contacts there who have been doing just that. There was, of course, also a terror attack in Jaffa, just in the south of Tel Aviv, where 4 people were killed, 7 injured, a gunman on the train there, on the light railway there. So Israel is facing, of course, a different variety of attacks, both the war going on in the south, the war now going on in the north, this incoming attack from Iran, the second now. There was that one earlier in the year in April in which many international forces joined Israel to intercept those. And Israel, again, as you said, showing off its impressive aerial interceptions, that it can bring down almost all of these. And it's, Daniel Hagari said, testament to the fact that Israel has such good preparations in place and such good air defence that it is able actually to have brought down most of these missiles. It was a massive amount, possibly the largest ever incoming amount of missiles in the state's history into central Israel. People now dusting themselves off, coming out to see what's going on, but there could be more to come, and people are, of course, very tense there as this goes on. Israel has said that it will react in the way and time it wishes. This is a relatively well-worn phrase in Israel. They always say that they will act when and how they wish to this, but they will react. They say they have many plans, and Iran knows exactly what it's doing by launching this attack. Do you
believe that Iran launched this attack, Jonathan? If I could just jump in, because very quickly, Joe Biden, I think we were all slightly shocked at the speed with which America came out and said we will help our friends defend their lands. And in fact, he ordered the US military to shoot down any missiles and be involved in that. Iran seemingly felt probably that it had to respond, and then you get into this whole debate about tit for tat. But surely the Americans are the game changers in this, aren't they? I mean, I think I rather like the theory earlier that Netanyahu's worked out there's an American presidential election and no policy is going to be changed in the next 5 weeks, so why now? But, I mean, it is the only democratically elected state in that region. We should not forget that Hezbollah, Hamas and the Houthis are terrorist cells, proxies paid for by the mullahs in Iran. That is the difference. Israel is not a terrorist organisation. It is a democratically elected government. That surely is what people have to hold on to, isn't it, Jonathan?
Well, also the bigger picture here is that this is an Axis war. This isn't simply a war between Israel and Hezbollah, or Israel and the Palestinians in Gaza, or even Israel and Iran. These are all parts of Axis. So Iran has these terror axes around the world. It also has within that axis, Russia, China, potentially. And America, of course, is on the other side with Israel, that Western democracy, as you say, in the Middle East, standing up for Western values. So in a sense, Israel is the gatekeeper of the West. These threats are not just to Israel. Iran has similar intentions towards both America and even the UK. It regularly refers to other countries like America or the UK as the great Satan to Israel's little Satan. Remember that Iran has tried to carry out, I think, around 15 attempts to kill people on British soil that the intelligence services foiled here. They have people acting all around the world through terror and crime proxies, trying to spread terrorism around the West. It's not just about Israel. It's not just about Jews. America, of course, for any differences Joe Biden and his administration might have with Benjamin Netanyahu, will always stand square with Israel against this sort of thing. They did in April when they helped to shoot down those missiles then, and they they say they will do the same now. There is no question that America will back up Israel when it's being directly attacked by Iran in this way. This is a massively aggressive action from Iran, and they know exactly what they're doing. They know there will be a retaliation. What form that will take, we'll all have to wait and see. But Israel is not in any position to lose this war. The West is not in any position to lose this war, and that is why I think more countries will now be falling in behind Israel, despite any criticisms and any kind of twisting and biases that have been going on in the past. Most people who are looking at this in the bigger picture realise that this war is increasing in size. It's drawing in more countries because it is a war of axes.
Jonathan,
the so-called resistant axis against the Western axis.
Jonathan Sacerdoti, thank you very much indeed.